Rob1969 Iron. I remember the username. It was just on Instagram, no YouTube Live today. I've not done one for a few days, actually. I was playing Football Manager. I started on 2024 now. On the Oval. I was watching Heat, one of my favourite films, De Niro and Pacino. But I don't know who Rob is, actually. I don't know him personally, but he asked me, he just said, where am I? So I'm here. I wasn't doing anything overly important, so I thought, why not? So I'm here. Even if it's only me and Rob, it was like we're talking, won't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but I don't like letting people down. But anyway, Josh Byfield, a clean-shaven Dave Hunt looking good. You're feeling good, yeah. For my haircut, yeah. Do you know what? I went very well. I didn't feel very well the other day. On Monday, the kids were ill at the weekend. I didn't sleep very well. To be honest, I stayed up for the two DAZN shows Friday and Saturday. Didn't get to bed till 5:30. And I was up for 10. I don't sleep very well. And I didn't feel very well, to be honest. So I sparred shit on Tuesday. So I went and got my hair cut and my beard trimmed. And would I say I feel better? Not really, no. But I feel good. I trained today. Cameron, hello Cameron. Yeah, trained today. Did 12 rounds today. So the plan was to spar 2 rounds, then go into 2 rounds of pads, spar 2 rounds, 2 rounds of pads, 2 rounds of spar, 2 rounds of pads, do the full 12. So I get the sparring in, and I do the pads, because to be honest, the pads are harder than the sparring. So I sparred 2, I did 2 pads, then I sparred 1, and I had to go 1 spar, 1 pad. The kid on sparring is good, do you know what I mean? He's a very good amateur. I think he might win the ABAs next year. I wouldn't be surprised. He's really good. But I'm fit, and I think he's only 2021. And I started hitting him. So I'm pretty fit, and I got the 12 rounds out. The 11th round with Nigel on the pads, I was letting shots go. And I never felt as good, really. I never, ever felt as good, ever. I went a very long way around telling everyone that I felt good there. But I did, I don't know. I never felt so fit before. My legs were tired. I'm tired. I don't feel very well, actually, to be honest. And people always say, like, oh, you shouldn't tell people that. But I don't give a fuck. I don't feel very well. I don't feel ill. I just feel a bit shit. But amazing. In answer to your question today, it's been great. I trained this morning. I did the 12 rounds. And I came home. I did the 12 rounds. And I got to travel 2 hours back home. And to be honest, the only time I've left this room is to make me dinner. And I've had a coffee as well and some water. Knackered, to be honest. But yeah, I went well. I'm going to do a bit of training tomorrow. Yes, Dave Anthony, you in Swinton. Yeah, LB26, I remember, mate. Yeah, I do remember. How you doing, mate? Played Las Americas in Tenerife. I've been Tenerife. We stayed in a decky, I think. It was nice, actually. I enjoyed it. Quite enjoyed Tenerife. The David Price fight. Big blobby says, why did you jack it against David Price? You could have done more. To be honest, I had contusions on my spine, which is bruising, which is what caused the paralysis, and I believe the unconsciousness as well. So unless you want me to fight in my sleep with no arms and legs, I probably couldn't have done any more, really. Could have prepared better, for definite. Definitely could have prepared better. So I let myself down and other people with that. But in terms of the fight itself, he was the better man on the night, and And that's it, I'm afraid. Will you think with your emotionally? What does that mean? Well, I think with my emotions. I'm an emotional person, really. I'm actually quite emotional. Boxers are supposed to be hard and that, but I'd say I'm tough. I'm good at fighting, but I wouldn't describe myself as an hard man. I'm not quite an emotional guy, really. I'm not hard at all. There's a difference between being good at boxing or whatever and being hard. I don't see myself as hard at all. James Rodriguez from Swansea, thank you very much. Catch Lesterman. I watched him spar, actually. I've watched him spar twice. Sparring and fight is different. In a sparring environment, Jack Cattrall. If you watch that spar, you'd put your house on Jack Cattrall, to be honest. That's not talking out of turn. Echo, I think, to be at his best, needs to be in a fight, needs to be all out, 100% at it, throwing punches with bad intentions and really at it. So sparring, I don't think you take much from it. But I watched him spar, and Cattrall, in a sparring environment, yeah, but it's a fight, so it's an interesting one. I would side with Jack. I think he's boxed at a higher level, but it's an interesting one. I watched Esmond spar one of my fighters, and I've watched him spar a few other people. He's very, very hard man to beat. So it's a good fight, two good fellas. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I think with my head, or am I emotionally unstable? I'm not emotionally unstable, no. I'm quite an emotional person, I think, but when it comes to fighting, I think I'm very methodical. I don't really lose my temper too much. We have a game plan and we'll stick to that the best we can. Great for Crawford, do you think he could beat Bivol? I don't think so. I think Canelo, to take nothing away from Crawford, I think Canelo definitely on the downward trajectory, and Bivol naturally bigger than Canelo. So if I was Crawford, I wouldn't fancy that fight at all. Fresh haircut, thank you very much. Why did I take the fight with Price? It was what was offered after Brown. After Brown, I think the Monday after the Brown fight, 2 days later, we was offered Price. We was offered really good money for it. And it was probably the right fight, really. It was the right fight. And I got it wrong. And at the same time, he was the better man. And it's been and gone now. Few rugby. I'm not really into rugby. My sister's played professional rugby. She's played rugby since uni. But it's not really the sport for me, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on the De Gale thing tomorrow. All the boxers doing the bare knuckle. Might be a different story if you got some prime boxers in the prime doing it, but these boxers that are a few years past the best doing it, I'm not sure how De Gale will get on, to be honest. Sparring, yeah, basically we meant to spar Monday, Wednesday. We got cancelled on twice. I had to get one fella in short notice Tuesday. I didn't spar well Tuesday. I went very well, to be honest. And I felt a bit shit. The rounds were steady enough. It was easy enough, but I made it too easy, really, because I didn't feel very well. But I did well today. Did 12 rounds, pads and sparring, and that's as good as I've probably ever felt, really. The kid's a very good kid. He's obviously not as good as Mamadov, so going to have to be even better on the night. But yeah, I felt really good today. Hope I got a bung from Home Repair on Netflix. I didn't know. I watched about 10 minutes of it, and then I just put on where I was on, and that was it. I don't really watch stuff like that. Alan Shearer, hello. I'm fighting Azam at Mamadov 2 weeks Saturday now. The hardest time for you on the day of the fight? The fight, usually. The fight is quite hard, usually, yeah. But it's always a nerve-wracking day, fight day. It's a hard thing to do, walking out in front of thousands of people. It's tough. That's before you even fight. It's an experience, really. The whole day's an experience, Definitely an experience. I know you spar Pat Brown. I wonder, does he actually hard in relation to the big heavyweights you sparred? Pat Brown, I would say he's in the top 5 punchers I've sparred. Heavyweight, cruiserweight, any weight really. His left hook is very, very heavy. It's a different power really. He hits you and it's like one of them, you're like, fucking hell, what the fuck was that? It's weird. He hits you and it's like a bottle over the head. Very, very, very odd. Very odd thing. He punches very hard actually. Alan Shearer, I'm good mate, how are you? JB94, I don't believe so, no, I don't think so. Does your gut have its own YouTube channel? I don't get that. Am I high? No. Is your bedtime soon? Yes. My fight is 2 weeks high. Yeah, I've seen Luis Ortiz. Well, I'm happy for Ortiz. He's a nice fella, you know. We got on quite well. 2 weeks Saturday. I saw Lucas Brown, BKB. I like Lucas Brown again, another nice fella. So yeah, good. We've got good genetics. Yeah, a lot of professional athletes in my family over the years. A lot of professional boxers, professional rugby player. It was all did very well at school with sport and stuff. The Winner Circle, thank you. Darryl Tucker, thank you very much. Can you do something else? You're so boring. No. Got a very boring voice as well. Hello to Rory Brent's friend Corbo. Hello, mate. Ernst, it's defo wild on the podcast if you win. Yeah, I can't look past Makhmudov. It's an hard fight, and I think if Makhmudov wins, he's also promised something, very big. So we're both fighting for a lot. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Do I get nervous when I'm working? Do I get nervous when I'm boxing? When the bell goes, the nerves are all gone. The nerves are on the day in the ring wall. When the fight starts, it's over. The time of Usyk, I don't think so. What's harder fighting outside the local con shop at 11? Do you know what's difficult about fighting in boxing? The other fella can actually fight. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. The matchmaking is the most important thing in boxing. Anyone can look a superstar outside the pub after 5 pints. But it's a bit harder when the fella in front of you can actually fight back. It's pretty tough. If I could just fight any era, what would it be? Right now, I'm glad I'm alive now. Who's this handsome devil? It is me. The fat guy with the beard. Well, thank you. Tyson Fury, which one was better? The Fury that beat Klitschko, or the one that shot Wilder? They were different fighters, really. They're both different, and they would have both done good against different styles. And I think the Fury that beat Klitschko could have beat Usyk. Yeah, haircut, shaved a lot. Happy birthday to Corbo. Yeah, me and Eddie, we got on all right, to be fair. We got on all right. Fraser Clark, I like Fraser. I've known him since we were kids, We go back a long way. Obviously, the fight was a bit one of them, but we smoothed it all over. Bare knuckle, not for me. Top 5 best ring waters of all time. I like the Kell Brook ones at Sheffield. They was always good. All of the lights. A custom coaster. What do you mean? Scott Clark, thank you. Mike Adams, hello. If my son likes football, obviously a centre forward, score the goals, son, hopefully. My hardest fight, Ortiz or Yoker, I think. Yeah, sparring was good. Weren't so good Tuesday, I was a bit tired. It was good today, though. I don't really take the sparring to heart, it is what it is. I have good spars, I have bad spars, I have average spars. Sparring. Some days you're a bit tired, some days you're a bit sore, some days you feel good. Some days you're working on things. So sparring has to be taken with a pinch of salt, really. Yeah, I do look a bit younger, I think. Jake Paul, Tank Davis, I don't know. I'm not interested, mate. Really not interested at all. Denzel Bentley's a very good fighter. Do you feel the pain of the punches? The ones that hurt you and buzz you feel, but the ones that are just smack in the face, not particularly at the time, no. Liam, thank you very much. On Friday, what do I eat? It'd be different this time. I'll be a bit more sensible. When I watched Johnny Fisher in the rematch, I had 5 guys at TGI's and Nando's, a burger from the hotel, a full English. Yeah. Any other interest apart from boxing? I like National Hunt horse racing, Football Manager, Pokemon on the old Game Boy. I like geeky things, to be honest. Don't stand the weight game for the rematch. Yeah, it's all about styles, you know, and I think Tyson, I'm not sure he could go back to the Tyson from the Klitschko fight. It was a long time ago, but I think that was the one that would have beat Usyk for me, in my opinion. Juju Man, thank you. Craig 001, thank you very much. Hello, mate. Looks good, thank you, Craig. You know, things have been and gone, you know. I'm doing my best now, and that's all that matters. Fraser and TKV. I think Fraser will win, actually. I think he'll win. I think TKV is a good fighter, but I think Fraser will... I think he's too big for TKV to do what he does to work with him. I think Fraser's jab is just as good as his, and that's bad for TKV. TKV relies on his jab. And I think Fraser can get around that, maybe out-jab him at times, and that'll really offset TKV. Leon Smart, hello, mate. A drink coaster, oh, that's good. Thank you very much, Mike. Shakur Stevenson's biggest test at 135. I'm not sure, mate, to be honest. I don't follow the American scene too much, to be honest. It is me, yes. I like Black Pudding, to be honest. Best new movie or show? I don't really watch too much. The last series I watched, I watched Top Boy and Power and a few other series on Netflix, but I don't really watch too much stuff, to be honest. Do I ever get cut or hurt in sparring? I've never been cut in sparring, touch wood. I've only got 1 spar left for the fight, so hopefully I'm not jinxing myself there, but never been cut and hurt in sparring. I've only ever been hurt in sparring properly twice in 17 years. You get buzz all the time, really, but never to stop now. How big is too big for boxing? What do you mean? David Benning, thank you. David W, hello, mate. Do I look good shirtless? I don't actually, no. I actually don't. White Rhino, my first manager, named me it. Was Bruce Lee an athlete? I'm not too sure, to be honest. TKV and Davis have absolutely loads of info from Clark, as well as Wardley in the gym for advice. I don't see what advice Wardley can give, really. He's boxing, but you can watch all the footage you need, really. What can he say? How hard he is? They all look pretty hard, to be honest. So TKV is very, very clever boxer, but everything TKV does is off his jab, and I'm not sure he'll be able to get that going with Clark. So, and if he can't get his jab going, he's going to struggle, in my opinion. He relies on that very, very much. If I was boxing TKV, I would try and take the jab away, and pretty much the job is half done. And Fraser's smart enough to do that, in my opinion. Ben O'Haney, probably Haney. Jaffa Cakes or Oreos, Jaffa Cakes, I'm a big Jaffa Cake fan. My way and feels a goal. Macomb or Crocker, I think Macomb's too good for him, technically. Harry Bluemarks, thank you very much. I don't talk about street fights because it's very childish. The rematch, Vong and Gwyn, obviously I'm backing Cameron. It's going to be an hard fight though. Fastest 10k time of all time, about 35 minutes, but nowhere near that these days, sadly. That was a very, very long time ago. Will I beat David Price for 40 now? He's been retired 6 years, so probably, yeah. Jaden Price. I think one of my kids boxed him in Oxford years ago, I think. I think so, but I've not seen him since then, so I'm not sure. Wardley to beat Parker. I think he's going to have to knock him out. I can't see him outpointing him. And I've only watched one Adam Sandler film. I think it was 100 First Dates or 1,000 First Dates, maybe. Raging Bull, yeah, that's one of my favourite boxing films. Probably my favourite boxing film, actually. So, Jolly, thank you very much. Adam Abraham, all good, mate. How are you? Yeah, I'm pretty chilled, you know. Yeah, I'm not. I think the stereotypical boxer is like an hard man and that, but I'm not at all. Quite easy going. Yeah. Stone Cold or The Rock, probably Stone Cold. I don't think there's a perfect weight or size for a heavyweight. No, I don't think so. Fish and chips or full English? Probably fish and chips. I think I could beat TKV. I think he's a good fighter, but I think I'd know how to go about it. I watched a lot of him. I thought I was boxing him. Thomas Robinson, thank you very much. Oh, you good, mate? I thought Donovan won the fight, to be honest. I thought he won both fights. I thought he won the second fight. But yeah. I've got a chin like Joe at Family Guy. I don't know who that is. Hopefully it's a good thing. Me and Chisora. I've got to beat Mammadov first. I don't think Chisora will fight Atama. No, I don't think so. Cash Harley. Cash Harley's a very good fighter. Very tough and experienced. Good fighter. I think he's going to come back. I spoke to him recently. I think he'll come back. Good evening from Netherlands. Hello. Pal Media. Hello. Jim Brown. Thank you very much. What do I think of Eubank's comments to Hearn? I didn't watch the press conference. I don't really care about stuff like that. Usyk, yeah, I spoke to him a lot. He gave me his jacket, actually, when he boxed Chisora. He's a nice fella. Do I think I miss fighting? I don't. I think possibly, but also possibly. I think I will, obviously, in some ways, but when I'm done, I've had 33 pro fights. I've been at it a long time now, so Doncaster De La Hoya. We may change that to the Doncaster De La something else on fight night. Compa box, yeah, compa box load of bollocks. Watch the fight. Score it for what you see. I'm not interested in these numbers. You can see it anyway. Do I think Chisora fights Dubois? I don't know, but I'd watch it though. It'd be interesting. Training with Usyk was good. He trained very, very hard. Really, really hard. He trained differently and very hard. L, thank you very much. Luis Ortiz. Yeah, Luis Ortiz is a good fight for the timer, I think. My next favourite sport, I like national hunt racing, the jump racing. I'm a big fan, always have been since a little kid. I'll watch the Nathaniel Collins show, yeah, it'd be a good show that in Scotland. Would I beat every current cruiser heavyweight? Opatay is good. There's loads of good cruiserweights. I couldn't confidently say that, no. There's loads of good cruiserweights about, very, very good ones that could go on to become heavyweight champions, so... Who do I think will go further, Joe Hayden or Joe Hove? Well, as I train and manage them both, I would never pick one or the other. They both have great potential. The best thing about it is they didn't have Joe Hayden had 5 amateur fights. Joe Hove, I think, had maybe 20 unlicensed fights. So they haven't got much experience, so they're getting better all the time. I think they can both win British titles, actually, which would be amazing, really. People talk about world titles and all this, but you got 2 kids without much, boxing background, come at it pretty late. In Joe Hayden's case, they're doing really well. So yeah, that's we've had a few goals. Joe Hayden's ticked loads off actually on the way. We didn't really think we'd be here now, to be honest. But they've both got a chance to become a British champion. Big chances as well. They're good fighters. Bare knuckle, not for me now. Yeah, speed. I struggle with speed personally. I struggle with speed and movement. That's just what it is. Yes, looking smart now, I hope. Hey, he wasn't at his best when Bellew beat him. No, I don't believe he was. Favourite film, probably Training Day television show. My Wife and Kids, maybe. Fresh Prince. I don't know who that is. Mel Howard from the Three Stooges, not a clue. What 6 fighters would I choose to be in the heavyweight tournament? You know what I'd like to see? Cabell, Parker, Dubois. Would I put a timer in there? I don't think I would, actually. I'd like the 6 best fighters that isn't Usyk to fight it out. And the winner box Usyk. Maybe that's something different, maybe. How many fights have I got left? I don't know, to be honest. Not too sure. Could be 1, could be 10. Not sure, really. Yeah, I think the haircut's alright, mate. I'm quite happy with it, actually. It weren't too bad. I enjoyed it. Didn't talk too much. It was good. My eyes are terrible. New house was good, mate. Yeah, I'm here now. Kids and missus are away for the weekend, so some nice peace and quiet. Quite nice, actually. Sick trim, yes. Jamie Jeffrey, thank you very much. I don't like the whole overrated thing. I'll never ever pick someone that I think's overrated. Not for me. I don't like that kind of talk. Ren and Stimpy, no. Didn't watch that now. I still don't like getting it, to be honest, but I'm just trying to get it less. Tom Hanks on Castaway, yeah, people kept saying that, actually, yeah. I was at my garden now. I moved house, actually. The patio is no more. The patio is still a thing, but it's not mine anymore. But yeah. Right, on that note, I want to love everyone and leave them. And I'm going to do a video tomorrow about the Gale, the bare knuckle stuff, actually. And Torres, the timer to finish. Yeah, Torres can fight. Torres is good. That'd be an interesting fight. Right, everyone. Catch you soon. Shawshank Redemption is a great film. Good night, everyone.